For months and months, Democrats have been fighting to get the Senate to address the health care crisis. This bill does nothing to ensure that that crisis is addressed. I am voting no, and I will keep fighting.
And so I'm glad to see Democrats, after 38 days, back down from the maximalist and frankly insane position they've held since September. The Democrat leader's proposal is a non-starter for the Republican majority. The Democrat leader wants to believe that this is a, quote, simple proposal, that it is some sort of compromise, but it is not.
I know many Republicans stormed out the gate to dismiss this offer, but that's a terrible mistake. Our offer is not a new policy. This is not negotiating in a shutdown. It's simply agreeing to maintain current funding levels. A one-year extension is something many Republicans themselves have said they want. It's something a great many Americans support. 55% of Trump supporters support it, after all. So it's alarming that Republicans even refuse to acknowledge we have an immediate crisis right now that needs fixing.
The U.S. Supreme Court is backing Donald Trump's freeze on food stamp payments. It has temporarily paused a lower court order requiring the White House to cover the benefits in full. The U.S. is experiencing its longest ever government shutdown, and new polls show the president's popularity is sliding. Mark Stone has been taking the temperature of American voters a year on from Mr. Trump's remarkable election victory.
It's a year since America chose Trump once again. I'm in Miami to listen to his anniversary speech.
1 year ago, we were a dead country. Now we're a country that's considered the hottest country anywhere in the world. Record high, record high, record high.
Look at the location picked for the moment. Glitzy, wealthy. These days, this is his crowd.
Trump's been a good thing.
He has really pushed for a lot of issues that are important for our economy.
I'm an investor.
How do you think the economy's doing at the moment under Trump? 9 months in?
I'm a happy girl.
Why is that? Stock market up?
I'm doing good.
You have to understand how investments work, right? Investments work over time. It's going to take time. Oh, we're taking selfies now. Tell me what's drawn you down here today.
America first.
So a year on from the election, this is where he has chosen to be, at a business forum among business people. Safe crowd, safe space, safe state.
But listen.
We have the greatest economy right now. A lot of people don't see that.
That there is the crux of it. People beyond here don't see or feel a great economy. And that's the untold story of the past year. A 1,000 miles to the north, another America, another world. Steelton, Pennsylvania. Trump's heartland, yes, but not feeling the beat of his greatest economy. Not at all.
There is no Cleveland Cliffs in Steelton after the 13th.
I'm inside the local steel union.
From what date? From the date that you were laid off.
And it is an intimate glimpse into hard, life-changing moments.
They had a meeting.
So they're out.
Last I heard, they're out.
The local steel plant is shutting down.
Go ahead and get what you're owed.
Over 100 years, my family's been here working.
And I was planning on possibly one day having my son join me, but I don't know if that's going to be a possibility now.
The closure down to weakening demand, say the owners, whose stock price has since surged. It is the irony between the two Americas.
Well, the plant was shuttered back in June. It's empty now, and it really is a pretty depressing sight. It's certainly not the image or the vision that Donald Trump imagined for his America. I guess the question is whether this is a one-off or whether actually underneath the surface it's representative of an America that is still really struggling.
So for this America First president, still dancing to his winning tune, parts of this America feel far, far away. Mark Stone, Sky News.
The US Senate is convening for a rare Sunday session to continue negotiations as the government shutdown enters its 40th day. The Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is warning the economic fallout from the prolonged government shutdown is intensifying. He says the situation is getting worse and worse.
We had a fantastic economy under President Trump the past 2 quarters, and now there are estimates that the economic growth for this quarter could be cut by as much as half if the shutdown continues.
California's Governor Gavin Newsom has blamed the shutdown on Donald Trump's failure to talk to leaders. The Democrat governor has been increasingly seen as a potential presidential candidate and says the president did not take proper action in the lead-up, instead focusing on golf.
He had no interest or energy into avoiding this government shutdown. He has no interest or energy to end it today. He's the president of the United States. As someone who's an chief executive of a state larger than 21 state populations combined, the 4th largest economy, you have a responsibility.
And we're also hearing some traffic controllers who are volunteers might be walking. Airlines can refund for flights, but they're not going to be covering costs like hotels. And you mentioned Thanksgiving, which is huge. So how long do you think this could potentially last for, this disruption?
I have to believe that it is going to be resolved at this point within the next week, because now the American public is aroused. You have the majority of people who are going to be affected by this, and they certainly have lost tolerance for the political process. And normally it's the president who takes the blame. And so for the moment, you might say the Democrats maybe have the upper hand.
And we're mentioning, of course, it's the biggest and longest shutdown in US history, but how common are government shutdowns?
They're not common at all. Normally, the political process reaches accommodation. Here, the Republicans have a majority in both the House and the Senate, but they can't bring the matter to a vote in the Senate. It's a peculiarity of US Senate procedure. It only takes a majority to pass the funding, but it takes a supermajority to bring the matter to a vote. And the Republicans don't have a supermajority, and they can't get enough Democrats to cross the line to form a supermajority. And so there are procedural steps, by the way, that the president urged on the Senate to get away from that supermajority rule, but the Republican leadership in the Senate has shown no indication of cooperating with the White House on that.